and this is the Bassgod Live, also known as the Bassgod Live. So I'm going to go ahead and get into Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. So let's get into it. Once again, I do want to mention that I did do an unboxing. I do have a personal copy of Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter, and I actually did an unboxing. I put the link in the chat. I will probably go ahead and put the link in the description for the video on the YouTube channel, so that if you want to check that out, please do. So I'm not going to get too much into like the quality of the book or the the add-ons, the rewards and things like that I got through the Indiegogo campaign. I'm going to talk about the book specifically. Now, Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter, for those that do not know, this is produced by Stuntman Comics. It is written by Mandy Summers, and the artist is Peter Gilmore. And let me see if I got the cover for you here, which I know I do. Just got to find it. This is the standard cover for the book. As you can see, Mandy Summers has her last name there. Peter Gilmore has his last name on there. So it's a two-person team. The book is in black and white. By the way, I had the standard edition. There are alternative covers. For instance, this one is one that I like quite a bit. Let me get my banner out of the way so you can actually see it. So this is Jack the Vampire Hunter. This is the alternate cover. Incidentally, I actually got a print of this. It was one of the rewards. I got the alternate covers. So that was really, really cool, and I appreciate that. But this is the cover I had. So the book that I had is 100% black and white. And I know there are some people that aren't huge fans of black and white comic books, but I think that it really worked in this particular book because it is such a dark book, right? This is definitely a Halloween kind of book. This is kind of book that you want to read in October. This is the kind of book that you want to read if you're trying to get psyched for Halloween. They actually do have the art style is really complimentary for the story. This is obviously supposed to be based on the real Jack the Ripper story. For people that don't know, Jack the Ripper was a historical serial killer. No one ever figured out his identity. There's all sorts of theories about who he was. And it's not really giving anything away to say that in this version of the Jack the Ripper story, Jack the Ripper is a vampire hunter. So the prostitutes that he's killing they're not just normal innocent people or whatever. They are actually vampires. And I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not going to get like too spoiler heavy in my review of this book because I know that there's people that they want to get the book, and obviously I don't want to give away too much. I don't want the creators to feel like I'm giving the book away or anything like that. But I do have this image. It's from the Indiegogo campaign. You can see that it's censored a little bit, but it definitely gives you a good idea of what the style of the book is. So you can kind of see in this scene, and this is the way that the book actually opens up. This is like the first couple of pages. You can see basically this prostitute, and you can't see any of the dialogue. The dialogue is very complimentary. I think Mandy Summers did a really good job in terms of the dialogue. But you can see like this prostitute, basically, she's being treated like garbage. Like you can see somebody's basically like throwing out their human waste and dumping it on her, and people are laughing at her. And her life was obviously really bad. She's a prostitute, and life is not good. And then she's approached by this mysterious figure. And you might think, just based on the way he looks, that this is Jack the Ripper. But it turns out, no, this is a vampire. And this vampire goes ahead and bites this prostitute, and now she's a vampire. And so, again, without revealing too much, because I don't want to ruin the story in any way, I will get a little bit spoiler light at the end, but this is not really a spoiler. Jack is actually chasing this guy. And because this particular vampire is feeding on prostitutes, that's who Jack the Ripper is killing, because he's after the vampires. So I think they did a really good job. Again, the artwork is really, really good. I really appreciate what Peter Gilmore did. I did mention that in my unboxing video, and again, please check that out as well, so you can see some of the visuals, some of the cool perks that I got as far as ordering this. But the artwork is done very, very well, and the writing complements the artwork very well. And I think Mandy did a really good job. I enjoyed the book. It was a pretty brisk read. I didn't feel bored reading it. It is a graphic novel, so it's not like a standard 22-page comic book. I think it's around 60 pages, something like that. But I read it, I think, within 15-20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, because I was looking at some of the visuals, and I really did enjoy it. And I thought they did a good job.